They tied the plastic bag at the top. The knot pressed against my cheek, sealing in the stench of rotting food. It was my birthday. Through the thin plastic, I could hear them. My father's voice, low and sharp. She looks better next to garbage. My mother, cold and detached. She's never been human, just noise in a body. And my sister, laughing like it was all a game. Leave her out for the dogs. Their footsteps faded. The lid of the bin slammed shut. Darkness. Silence. Except for my own breathing. Steady, controlled. They thought I'd panic. They thought they were breaking me. What they didn't know was that this wasn't the first time I'd been in the dark, and I had already been planning for months. The truth? I had been a shadow in my own house for years. No photos of me on the walls. No good nights or good mornings. Only chores, insults, and the occasional meal if they remembered. But I didn't start plotting revenge until I noticed the money. It was 3 years ago. My father got a sudden promotion, but nothing in the house improved. Bills piled up, food got cheaper, their clothes got more expensive. One night, I saw my sister sneaking envelopes from his desk to her room. Thick envelopes. Cash. The next day, I checked the desk when they were out. Inside was a black ledger filled with names and numbers, payments, bribes, deals that would ruin him if exposed. I didn't confront them. I didn't cry. I didn't even let them know I'd seen it. I just started collecting. Step 1, make copies. Every page of that ledger, scanned, stored on encrypted drives in 3 separate locations. Hidden under floorboards, in a library book no one would borrow, and in a friend's apartment they didn't know existed. Step 2, track movements. Every business trip, every late-night meeting, every unexplained deposit. I followed from a distance, sometimes in person, sometimes through cameras I installed myself, cheap ones hidden in light fixtures and smoke alarms. Step 3, wait for my moment. I knew one would come, and it came today. When they shoved me into that garbage bag, I didn't resist. I let them feel powerful. I let them think I was helpless. They went back inside, probably laughing over cake. I tore a small hole in the plastic, slipped out, and walked to the alley. I had hidden a change of clothes behind the dumpster weeks ago. Black jeans, hoodie, gloves. In the pocket was my phone, fully charged, already queued with messages. I sent the first wave. Every scan, every recording, every transaction detail, sent to an investigative journalist who had been hungry for dirt on my father. The second wave went to the tax department. The third to every client in his network. Within minutes, his empire began to bleed. By the time I reached the street, I could already hear his voice from the open kitchen window, shouting. Panic. My sister's tone, no longer mocking, but shrill and frantic. The phone ringing over and over. My mother's voice, pleading now. I didn't go in through the front. I went around to the back door, quiet as a shadow. I stepped inside, leaning against the frame like I had all the time in the world. They turned to look at me. No one spoke. I could see the realization in my father's eyes. The ledger, the photos, the recordings. He knew. They all knew. Happy birthday to me, I said softly. My sister took a step toward me. What did you do? She hissed. I smiled, slow, deliberate. I just took out the trash. The sirens came fast. Not for me. Never for me. For him. For her. For them. The officers didn't even look my way as they cuffed my father, read my mother her rights, pulled my sister toward the door. Fraud, money laundering, embezzlement, conspiracy. The list was long. I watched from the kitchen table, sipping tea I made in their pot, the same one I'd been forbidden to touch my whole life. When the house was finally quiet, I stood in the center of the living room. The walls looked bare now, the pictures of their perfect faces taken down by the police as evidence. The carpet smelled of old coffee and dust. I felt lighter. They had tried to bury me in the dark, but I had learned to see in it. They wanted me gone. Instead, I erased them. And as I locked the door behind me, I thought, trash doesn't stay on the curb forever. Sometimes it gets collected.